Have you ever wondered why cannabis is so expensive in the state of Missouri? If you're like many of the people I deal with, you do wonder why it's so doggone expensive. Right now, the state of Missouri has just begun releasing the dispensary licenses, the cultivation licenses, and the transportation licenses, and what have you, and even the medical patient licenses. Well, when they did that, it's really the legislature that has caused this plain old supply and demand problem. Back in January of 2019, only just a couple months after medical cannabis was legalized in the state of Missouri, they held public forums. And there was people from around the state of Missouri who told the state, don't screw up and allow everybody to get their licenses at once because there's going to be a major problem. Let's do it in phases. Let's get the growers licensed first. Let's get the manufacturing processes licensed second, and the transportation, and then the dispensaries. Well, they didn't listen, and we have what we have. And there's a shortage of growers. A lot of people think that the constitutional amendment in Missouri put a cap on the number of dispensaries, cultivation facilities, manufacturings, what have you, except for patients. It's not true. There is no cap. What the law says is that there's a minimum number that the law requires must be open for business. Well, the legislature in the state of Missouri is wanting to construe that as a top number, a limit. Well, this only benefits a few people. Why would they want to do that? It benefits, I guess, maybe some people's viewpoint, conservative views. They don't want to see cannabis shops around. It benefits the cannabis businesses. They don't want competition. Basically, creating a legalized cartel that's limited and who can compete. Other than that, really don't understand why they would want so few people to be involved. But that is, plain and simple, the reason why cannabis is so expensive in Missouri. Is the legislatures have caused this funnel where there's a lot of need, but there's very little supply. So we have, I think, 17 growing facilities. I'd have to check my numbers. I think 17 growing facilities in the state of Missouri, and they're just trying to produce nonstop as much as they can. So when you look at why cannabis is in the state of Missouri and what you can do, why it's so expensive in the state of Missouri, and what you can do about it is, again, you need to get involved. You need to get involved in your local normal chapter and the organizations that are promoting cannabis reform, because it's the legislatures that have caused this conundrum we're in, where cannabis is extremely expensive, and the very people that it was aimed at helping, veterans with PTSD, that was a big one, guys, cancer patients, they don't have jobs, they're on disability, they can't afford $60 for an eighth of cannabis. Some facilities, to act like they're really doing the right thing, they'll offer a veterans discount, a whopping 10%. That's how they kind of cater to the law, to legislatures, to show that they're really doing a good thing. But taking $6 off of a $60 quantity of marijuana, it really doesn't do a lot of justice for these sometimes indigent patients. If you'd like more useful information like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.